Hey there, my name is Rebecca Mickey. I am a children's sleep consultant and author, and in this mini masterclass I am going to be sharing everything that you need to know when your child no longer naps, the no stress guide to introducing a quiet time. So if your child has recently stopped napping or you think that they are getting ready to stop their nap, you may want to consider introducing a quiet time. So a quiet time is not necessarily going to be quiet, but it's a time that your child is going to have alone, where they are going to be by themselves. Normally, this is going to be the time that your child was napping, but now we just want them to have a little bit of time by themselves. Gives you that little bit of time. It's great for them and also it's great for you. But you're going to want to introduce this the right way for it to be successful. So let me share my tips for making your quiet time as successful as possible. First off, you are going to want to decide what you are going to call your quiet time. Preschoolers and quiet don't quite go together, and your child may just instantly balk at the idea of having a quiet time. So you may want to try calling it something different. Be a hangout time, chill out time, a siesta, just something different. Let's rebrand the quiet time, make it a little bit easier for your child. Where is your child going to be having their quiet time, their hangout time? Is this going to be in their room? Most of the time this is done in their room. So what you're going to want to do is, after you've maybe had your lunch after lunch is a great time to have this quiet time. Go into your child's room. Now, you don't want to make it as you were for nap time. So you're not going to be closing the curtains. You're not going to be turning the lights off. It's going to be time that your child can actually do some activities. So take them to their room, and you're going to need to give them an activity to do. Now, this can be some colouring. This could be some toys. If you've got something special that they are only going to be able to do during this quiet time in their room, whether that's a specific toy or a certain colouring book, just something that the only time they get to do this is at this quiet time, that can make it a little bit easier. So decide what it is that you want your child to do. We want to start small with just a couple of minutes. Now, your goal for your quiet time may be anything up to 30 minutes, even longer, but trying to have your child just entertain themselves for 30, 45, 60 minutes is going to be really hard to do. So we're going to want to start small with just a couple of minutes. You're going to want to let your child know when the quiet time is over. Now, that could be an alarm on a clock. That could be a kitchen timer, but some way to let your child know that now this time is over. So your child's going into their room. They've got an activity to do. You're going to let them know that they only need to be doing this for a couple of minutes, and they will then know when that time is up, because something is going to happen. If you maybe have an okay to wait clock, you can use that. Kitchen timer works really, really well. Let your child know what it is that you want them to do when that timer goes off, when they know then that that time is over. Is that going to be that they're going to call for you? Are they going to come out of the room? But give them specific instructions on what it is that they are to do when they can see that this time is up. So your child is playing in their room just for a couple of minutes initially. That timer goes off, lets them know that it is this quiet time is over. Your child has then done what it is that they need to do, what you've told them to do when the quiet time is over. Now you want to ask them if they are ready to stop that activity. Even if they've come out of the room, ask them if they are ready to stop that activity or if they would like to do that more. Now remember, if you only have this specific activity which is used for a quiet time, this is not something that you're using all the time, this is not something that is available all the time, then they may want to actually go back into their room and play longer. Now, I wouldn't set the timer for a subsequent time, because they are there, that they want to be there, they chose to be there, they are done whenever they want to be done. You've just done then with your couple of minutes, ending as you told them how, and if they want to play, they can play for longer. as the days go by, you can increase the time that they are having for this quiet time. Now, you know your child better than anybody, and you know at the pace that you can work here. It may be that you can add on a minute a day. It may be that you want to be adding on 5 minutes every 2 or 3 days. You know your child better than anybody, but you want to gradually increase that duration that they are having that time in their room. You are going to need to keep these activities fresh, because if your child gets bored, they are going to look to do things and they're going to look to entertain themselves, and that may be outside of the room. So you want to keep that activity fresh. So always be thinking about what it is that you can next be doing. Is there one of their favorite toys that you're going to be taking away, putting away somewhere, so that when they are done with what you already have set up, you can introduce that, and you know then they're going to be quite happy playing with that for a little bit longer. Sometimes that quiet time is the best time of the day for everybody, and I really do strongly advise that you have some time for your child and for yourself. The time that they would have been napping is perfect for this quiet time. Good luck introducing a quiet time with your child, and please let me know if you have any questions.